What's going on, guys? Rob A here, and today we are taking a look at NERF Modulus, or N-Strike Modulus, ECS 10. So this is it. This is the first, or I guess the base blaster for the new Modulus line. And what the Modulus line is, if you're not aware, it's kind of just the rail system, you know, the NERF N-Strike rail system, but sort of beefed out. Like, really, they're trying to bring it to its full potential, what it never actually was, or, you know, what it was supposed to be, but never became. As you can see, this box is enormous. I was not expecting to use shaky cam today, but I had to break out shaky cam because of just the enormous size of this box. It is insane. But you can kind of see here, you get a bunch of stuff in the starter box here. You get 10 darts, you get a dual rail barrel, which I think just means it's got a rail out of the top and the bottom. You get a targeting scope, you get a storage stock, and you get a drop grip, in addition to the motorized blaster, as well as a 10 dart banana clip here. So 30 plus combinations just with the accessories in this box. But there's supposedly over 1,000 total combinations you can do with the entire line, and I'll show you guys that right now. So this blaster retails for $50 for the blaster and the accessories, and then let's see, 1,000 plus combinations with full system. And you can see on the back here that they have all different kinds of things. So we've got a Stealth Ops upgrade kit that has like looks like a muzzle, you know, a silencer sort of thing for the barrel. It's got another folding grip and a smaller kind of scope. You got a Strike and Defend upgrade kit, which has a shield and a stock that actually unplugs and is also a gun. It can fire a dart, a single dart. It's kind of like I think it's just a jolt that's, you know, made to fit on the butt of the gun. You got the long range upgrade kit that has a better targeting scope, an extended barrel, and a bipod. And then, of course, the flip clip upgrade kit, which clips, you know, looks like this and has basically it's a a clip that connects two clips together, but it's side by side. It's no longer like end to end, so you can get, you know, you can definitely do a lot more with that and not have like ridiculously long clips that are, you know, falling out everywhere. So it's much nicer. So it's kind of like what we saw with the NERF N-Strike before with just the accessories, but now they come in packs. They're really making an effort to kind of focus on that and on being able to make your own blaster, and I think that's really cool. So I did not see any of the upgrade kits, otherwise I would have definitely picked one or two of those up, but I did pick up the main blaster. So we're going to take a look at that and just kind of see what it's all about and check out the new rail system and kind of how it all fits together and what we can do with it. So I'm going to take a breather. I'm going to get this guy out of the package and check it out, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right? See you in a moment. Okay, guys, here is the NERF Modulus ECS 10, I believe is the official name for this blaster. And yeah, as you can see, it's a very crisp, clean white, and with some kind of lime green and orange accents along with the gray and a darker gray on the handle here. I do apologize for the shaky cam, but this is a rather large blaster, so I've got to use my little extendo arm on the camera. So as you can see, this is built to add onto. You have rail system on either side, here and here, as well as the top, and this top and this bottom. You've got the extendable barrel you can see the little key system. So it looks as though you can use older NERF barrel extensions on this. I don't have any right nearby readily available to actually test on that. Well, maybe I do. Let's see. No. And no. No, I don't. Sorry. I thought maybe I did, but it looks to be about the same to me. The only thing is the rail system actually is slightly different. It's the same exact rail for the most part, except the actual bit that kind of clips around the little divot is a lot larger, so I'm not 100% certain how well that's going to work. That I can probably test here. I do have an old bipod here, so yep, it works just fine. So you can attach older NERF accessories to this blaster, and you know, just as well as attaching these new ones to your older blasters. So that is very handy, and that's definitely a plus. Now, how does this work as a standalone blaster? It is a flywheel system, and it is very loud and very kind of weak feeling. So I'm gonna spin it up for you. And I don't know if you could hear that, but it sounds as though it's vibrating within the body of the blaster, which means maybe it just needs to be tightened. But it sounds like something's wrong in there. But as for firing, it does fire with a nice amount of force. The only thing is, at least in my experience with this, I've had it for about 2 days now, it does get jammed a lot. Now there is a jam door. You can actually see it's already jammed right there. So my next run, oh, it still fired. So that is weird. But it does look like the dart is kind of jammed up. I have a feeling, oh yeah, so it must be pushing the dart underneath this one. It seems as though maybe the spring in the clip, and we'll go ahead and pop the clip for you. You can see the banana clip. I think the banana clip might be, the spring is a little bit too strong for these darts, because I've had a few situations where I put the dart in and then it kind of just popped the dart right back out again. So that may be part of the problem, but I have had a lot of jams, like really more than I would expect, which is kind of a bummer. And it says it fires 90 feet. I've only been able to get about 30 feet maybe out of this before the darts just kind of went straight down. But that was an indoor test. We've just been having the worst weather lately, so I haven't been able to really test it outside. But I did just notice this little iron sight, which is kind of cool. I didn't even realize that flipped up. I do very much like the design, and now we can get into the add-ons here. You do get one of these sights, which is, it's all different colors of plastic. I mean, the gray is painted on, but the orange and the white are different colors of plastic. There is no plastic insert in here. There's no clear piece. It's just this molded bit in the middle that acts as the crosshairs. So that's kind of a lame. And there are no screws here, which means this entire thing is glued together, which means it's going to be absolutely awful to try and get apart and paint. However, on the bright side of that, again, there is no clear plastic to worry about painting. So you can pretty much just do what you want with that, and that can go right up here on the top, like so. Next we have the stock, which does hold a an extra clip in there, if you so desire. My problem with this is that you can see it's on these two thin rails here. These don't collapse. This doesn't collapse in or extend out or anything like that. It's just like this, and it's very, very wobbly. And I have the feeling that this, if knocked into a little too hard while you're holding the blaster, will actually snap these rails. And this just feels flimsy, especially when you put it on the blaster. Because this is a heavy blaster. It's got, 4 AA batteries in here that you just unscrew to access. And, once you've got all this weight on here, it just, you can see, it just wobbles. And I am just concerned for the longevity of that stock. Up front here, I'll stick this guy back here so you can see what's going on here. Up front, you do get this barrel extender, and that slides right in and clips into place, and it actually has 2 extra rails on it, as well as another barrel extender lock here, so you can continue extending this barrel out if you so desire. You could just go ahead and get like 5 of these and make one huge long like crazy rail gun, and as far as I can tell, it does not really affect the firing. Oh, we're jammed. Alright, so we gotta get that out and pull this one out. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer. I am a little disappointed because this is like the brand new NERF system that they just released, and you'd think maybe they would have put it through a little more rigorous testing before they put it out there, but it is what it is. And the last piece that you get with this set is the drop stock here, which is it's very simple, but it's very nicely painted. There's a nice matte gray here, and of course the orange safety color on there, and you can just slide it onto whichever rail system you want, and then you've got this nice big weapon that jams a lot, unfortunately. And again, it wouldn't be that big of a deal if it weren't like the brand new system. And this set is $50. So I mean, that's a lot of money for just your basic flywheel dart gun, in my opinion. I mean, it's cool that you get all the accessories, and that is really what makes it worthwhile. So my thought on this is the gun itself hopefully will have a revised wave come out later on, maybe where they kind of fix that flywheel system, or maybe it's just mine. Maybe I just need to get in there and check and see if it's just loose, if it's not attached correctly. And if that is the case, guys, I will totally make an update video letting you guys know, what kind of went wrong there. But if it's just the way that the blaster is made, I can't really recommend it that highly. But I will say, the new Modulus system pieces are really good, plus the fact that you can use them with your older weapons really adds to the viability of this line. So I'm going to say I'm not too keen on this. Hopefully they'll come out with a new base Modulus gun maybe that does a little better. I don't even know why this needed to be a flywheel gun in the first place, really. I mean, I kind of get it, but it just seems like maybe simpler would have been better for like the first entry into this. Like make it just like a pump blast with all the accessories, and then you could make larger like flywheel system blasters later. But I don't know what their thought is on that, and I don't know where the direction is, so I'm not going to try and assume that. But I will say this was kind of a disappointment just because of the functionality of the blaster itself, not the functionality of the system. I do like the system, and I am interested to see where it goes from here. So with that, I'm going to say that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, be sure to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and of course subscribe if you want to see more. I do have one of the expansion kits, which I will be reviewing immediately. So look for that very soon. In the meantime, check out my channel. I've got lots more NERF there, including painting tutorials if you want to do your own custom paint jobs. I kind of give you guys a rundown of how to do that. And yeah, just check it out. Maybe you'll find something else you didn't know you loved. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.